The made by Google Pixel 7 event is tomorrow, and there's quite a few things to look forward to. I'm so excited to see what they announce at this event. This event is apparently going to announce Pixel 7 and 7 Pro along with the new Google Pixel Watch, which was announced at Google I/O 2022 this year. Let's start by talking about the Pixel 7 and 7 Pro. Just a quick disclaimer before we get into the video. Most of this information is based off leaks and rumors and isn't verified by Google, so take all of this information with a grain of salt. Alright, let's get started. The Pixel 7 and 7 Pro will look pretty much the same as the design of the Google Pixel 6 and 6 Pro. However, if you go a bit more in depth and look a bit closer, there's quite a few different changes from last year's Google Pixel phones. It's rumored that the Pixel 7 will actually get a 6.3 inch flat display instead of the Pixel 6, which had a 6.4 inch display. However, the 7 Pro will stay with a 6.7 inch curved display with a bit less of a curve than last year. The Pixel 7 is going to be a little bit shorter and wider compared to the Pixel 6, which will hopefully make it more comfortable to hold and use with one hand. I really like how they're sticking with the design with only a bit of changes, which really makes the Pixel's phones more recognizable and memorable and kind of gives it a distinct brand. The colors for the Pixel 7 will be black, which is called obsidian, white, which is called snow, and lemongrass, which is kind of this white yellowish color. That's the colors for the Pixel 7, and for the 7 Pro there's going to be obsidian, there's going to be a hazel, and there's going to be a white/snow. So those are the colors for the Pixel 7 Pro. These phones are going to have Tensor 2, which are apparently not going to be that much faster than last year's. However, there'll be hopefully more stability improvements, as last year there was quite a few problems with the Pixel 6 phones, which was more of a problem with Android 12, but hopefully it'll fix everything. This chip is rumored to have about 10% more speed compared to last year's chips, which isn't that big of a jump, but they were pretty good to begin with. Storage wise, both of these phones will have 128GB or 256GB, depending on which one you pick. And the Pixel 7 will come with 8GB of RAM, and the 7 Pro will come with 12GB of RAM. There's going to be a possible slight battery upgrade on the 7 from 4614 mAh to 4700 mAh from the Pixel 6, which isn't that big of a difference, but it could hopefully give a few extra minutes of battery, which could be crucial. The Pixel 7 Pro will stick to the 5000 mAh battery. Seems like these phones will have 30 watts fast charging like last year, but hopefully it'll be true 30 watt charging, as last year they tended to charge at around 23-24 watts and wasn't actually 30 watts. Both of these phones will have wireless and reverse wireless charging. The main 50 megapixel sensor is set to stay for these phones, and there will be no changes to the sensor this year. The cameras will be pretty similar, but hopefully it'll be a bit better with new features and tweaks to the software, but it'll be pretty much the same. The Pixel 7 will stick to the two cameras, the wide and the ultra wide, and the Pixel 7 Pro will stick with 3 cameras like last year with the wide, ultra wide, and telephoto. However, there's a rumor that the telephoto will go from being 4 times to 5 times, which could be quite helpful for people trying to really zoom in. These phones will still come with features like Magic Eraser and Face Unblur, and hopefully they'll announce some new features like that, because those are always so cool to see. There's also rumored to be a cinematic blur, kind of like cinematic mode, that was released on the iPhone, and hopefully they will do quite a good job, as the Google Pixels are known to have really good portrait mode on their photos, so hopefully they can carry that over to the video. This phone will allow you to go 8 times digital zoom, unlike the 7 times which was on the 6. The selfie camera is going to be upgraded from 8 megapixels on the Pixel 6 to 11 megapixels, which will hopefully let Google create their possible face unlock that has been rumored. So it will come with facial recognition, and hopefully they'll do it this year. Hopefully they'll use some sort of different technology on the fingerprint sensor like they did with the Google Pixel 6a, as there were a lot of issues with the Pixel 6 one, and it was really slow last year. It'll come out with Android 13 obviously, which came out earlier this year, and the pricing seems like it will be the same as Pixel 6 and 6 Pro, with the 7 starting at $599 and the 7 Pro starting at $899, exactly the same as last year. In the UK, it's rumored that you'll possibly get a free Pixel Watch if you pre-order the 7 Pro, and free Pixel Buds Pro with Pixel 7 pre-order. That's so cool, and I just love the incentives that they're doing for people to get really into that Pixel ecosystem. Pre-orders are rumored to start straight after the event, and it's rumored that the shipping will start October 13th. I'm really excited for these phones to come out, but I probably won't be buying one. Will you be buying one? Let me know in the comments below. Also, if you stuck this far, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out the recap video I make week of this event tomorrow. Now moving on to the Google Pixel Watch that will be announced. This design will be a circular curved round build. It has a circle crown which is similar to the Apple Watch on the right hand side of the watch, and it has a button right above the crown as well. The crown spins and you'll be able to scroll through settings and whatnot. It looks like the bezels are going to be pretty big, with quite a big circle bezel around the main display. It will come with a 1.6-inch AMOLED display inside of the 41mm frame that the actual watch will be. Of course, this is just the frame, so there are going to be quite a selection of straps in case you want to change up the design of your watch and make it more unique. There is going to be a black, gold and grey watch frame colour, which will match well with the new Pixel 7 colours. The internals seem like it's going to have the Samsung Exynos 9110, which is a 4-year-old chip and was used in the original Galaxy Watch. It's kind of sad that they aren't using their own Tensor chips or newer chips, but hopefully these chips won't slow down the watch too much. This watch will have 1.5GB of RAM and 32GB of onboard storage, which is quite high for a watch, and it'll be great for having lots of apps and downloaded music and being able to continuously update it into the future. The watch is apparently going to have 24 hours of battery life according to a leak, but it's only going to have 300 mAh of battery, which isn't very high. We'll get a charger which sticks to the back and uses USB-C similar to how the Apple Watch charges. A new Google Home app will give you better smart device controls directly on the watch. Google Pay, Google Maps, Google Home are just some of the apps that are going to be on this watch, and obviously this watch is going to come with Google Assistant. Fast Pair should come with this watch, which means that it'll be really easy to connect your Pixel phone to these watches, and it'll be a really quick and easy setup, hopefully. According to a leak, it'll be $399 for cellular and Wi-Fi, or $349 for just Wi-Fi. I feel like this is quite high, but it's kind of around the same price range as the Apple Watches. So I think it's kind of trying to be a competitor. However, it's a bit high for a lot of consumers. Hopefully they'll make it a budget version, kind of like the Apple Watch SE, like with the Pixel 6a and the Pixel Buds A series, and hopefully like a Google Pixel Watch A, which will really create a budget ecosystem as well as a flagship ecosystem with the Pixel 7, the 7 Pros, the Pixel Watch and the Google Pixel Buds Pro. This watch will be announced with the Pixel 7 and 7 Pro tomorrow at the Google event in New York. Pre-orders are expected to start as soon as the event is over. It's expected that the Pixel Watch will go on sale at the same time with the Pixel 7 line on October 13th. That's all the devices that we know are getting released, but there is a chance that there will be other devices, which is, although not very likely, would be really cool to see. Keep in mind, except for the fact that these devices are actually getting released, most of this information is from leaks and is mostly unverified by Google. So take this information with a grain of salt. Alright, that's it. Let me know what you're most excited for from this event down below. I'm definitely really excited to see how they do this event and all the small details about these devices that they're going to release. I'll definitely be making a recap video of the event, so make sure you subscribe and turn on the notification bell to not miss that video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the recap video.